Hey everyone, welcome to Dano Channel Gaming. I'm Dano and I'm here with some Pokemon Go videos. Today we're going to look at evolutions of many different Pokemon. The one thing that kind of spurred this on was this image that someone was sending around about the evolution of Eevee. Now if you're not really familiar with Pokemon, Eevee is one of the few Pokemon that can actually evolve into one of three different things: Vaporeon, Flareon, or a Jolteon. Electricity, water, and fire, you get it. But the thing going on in this image is saying that depending on which move your Eevee has will determine what your Eevee will become when you evolve it. Now, since I'm going to be doing evolutions, I figured, you know what, why not just rack these all up? I can throw down a lucky egg, which is a pro tip if you're new to the game and you're not really familiar with all the things. If you get a lucky egg, it gives you double the experience points. So I'm actually going to do that now. Let's go to my items. I have one lucky egg, so let's actually use that lucky egg right now. Let's use it. There it is. And I got 30 minutes to do this, so hopefully this video doesn't take that long. Alright, so let's look at my Pokemon. The first thing I'm going to do is evolve a Caterpie. I've got one right here. Oh no, what did I do? Go back. Caterpie. Alright, let's do this. Because if you notice, I didn't have, what's next? The Metapod? I think Metapod. I don't know if I have a Metapod. I don't. So let's evolve the Caterpie and let's see what happens. It takes 12 candy. I've got just enough. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. How's it gonna look? It looks cool. Looks pretty cool. Caterpie. Metapod. Gonna be something. Boom, there it is. It looks like a weird little edamame thing. Alright, delicious. So, let's see what the stats look like though. See, this is the best part about using that lucky egg, is that you get a bunch of double XP. Let's see it. Okay, so Tackle and Struggle, the attack stayed the same. I can't really tell what the CP is because it's glitching out pretty hard. 1-something-7, I don't even know what it did. Okay, there we go, 137. So it really didn't jump up a whole lot, went from 128 to 137. Not a huge increase when you're increasing your Caterpie to a Metapod. Just keep that in mind. Next in my list, I've got a Weedle. Let's see here, Weedle is a 125 to start off with. Again, takes 12 candy, so let's do this. Let's see. Weedle is going to become... What does Weedle become? I forget. Weedle... What the heck is a Weedle? It's gonna give me a cocoon. What is it? A chrysalis or something like that? What is it? Give me a name. I'm waiting for a name. Weird bug guy. There it is. This is awesome because I'm getting all this extra stuff. Kakuna! That's what it is. It's a dang Kakuna. Okay, so that went from being... Where's my Kakuna? It went from being a 125 to a 134. So again, not a huge increase. Now I wonder, I don't have the candies to do it now, but when I get 50 candies for both the Metapod and the Kakuna, once I have enough, I'll be able to turn it into a Butterfree or whatever the heck a Weedle turns into. Again, I don't remember. It's been years. Next up on my list is going to be Pidgey. Now, there are a lot of Pidgeys. Pidgeys are one of the best ways to gain experience, especially when you're using a lucky egg like this, because you get double and you have so many Pidgeys, and they're so easy to just turn into Pidgeotos. So, if you want to raise your level really quick, do that. Make sure you do that. So, I've got Pidgey right here. You know, I have two Pidgeys that are both 204, if you notice right there. I've got one with Tackle and Air Cutter doing 12 and 25 damage, and then I have one here with 12 and 15 damage doing Tackle and Twister. So I'm going to actually do both of those. And let's look at other stats here. 1.5 kilograms and 0.2 on the height is one of them, while the other is 1.24. So it's a little bit smaller, and it's a little bit shorter on the second one. So let's do the big guy first and see how much he jumps up from 204. This is kind of an experiment to see how they evolve and if they evolve differently. So all right, let's do the first one. Yeah, let's evolve him. Let's see this Pidgey turn into a Pidgeotto. Pidgeotto. I don't know why it's weird that it goes Pidgeotto, which is like a more complicated name, and then for the final evolution it turns into Pidgeot or Pidgeot or Pidgey. How do you say that? Pidgey something. All right, so here he is. Here's our Pidgeotto. He's a 382. Okay, so he jumped up from a 204 to a 382. Now let's go to my other 204. And let's evolve him, and let's see if he turns into a 382, because that'd be really interesting if he did, because it shows you that it really doesn't matter a whole lot, but also be really interesting if he didn't. Let's see. What's it gonna be? Come on, Pidgeotto. Because that also means that the evolution, when he becomes a Pidgeot, would be different as well. And I wonder if that exponentially grows or not. So we have a 398. Interesting. So let's go over to my... I don't even remember what the other one was. I have a 398, and I believe it was a 382. So there is a difference. There is a difference. So that's interesting. It means one must have been inherently stronger than the other. Alright, so next up on my list... Or should I do a Pidgeot? Should I want to see a Pidgeotto? Let's do it. Let's do it. I think I have enough. Yeah, let's turn... You know what? Let's turn those same ones. Let's go from Pidgeotto into Pidgeot, just for the heck of it. Let's do it. Let's just see how this goes. There it is. It always looks so fancy. It's like the one time the game isn't glitching. Okay, he looks the same except for his hair. Fancier haircut. You know, let it grow, do his thing. It's cool. Okay, so we went... Oh, look, 715. Not bad. Alright, so then let's take that 382, which is our smaller one, and let's see what happens to him. Let's see if he can beat 715. Can you do it? Can you do it? Let's see. Everyone's counting on you. Can you beat 715? I'm just waiting for it. It's like drawing it out so much. Come on. 668. Interesting. So he is weaker. He is weaker. Now let's go to my Pidgeottos. There it is. It's 715 and 668. So there's a big difference there. They both started out at the same spot at 204. That's really interesting to see how they... Okay, so let's disregard the 706. I already had him. But I have a 715, and notice where his little arc thing is, his experience arc. And then let's look at the other one. So the other one does have a way to go. So let's just do that. Let's just power him up and see where he goes. Okay. So I'm going to power him up again because I have Stardust. Why not? Okay, now let's see if it's closer because he's a 724 now. So we got a 724. Let's get out of there. 724 and a 715. Okay, so the 715 though is... Actually, I'm sorry, the 724 is a lot stronger. Because it's lower, if you notice, it's lower on that little arc. There's a 724, and he still has a lot more powering up to do, while the 715 has less to power up. And the funny thing is the HP. Look, the weaker one has 83, while the stronger one has only 81. So I don't know if this has to do with their attack, their weight, and height, but it is just something interesting to note. Alright, let's move on. Let's get into the next set of Pokemon here. I've got Rattata. Why not just do the 186? I got a big powerful one. He's not that powerful, he's a Rattata. But let's see, he's going to become Eradicate. Come on, Eradicate. I've got a lot of Rattata candy. I should probably just do a bunch of them. When trading comes in, I'm going to do a ton. And then I'll get, you know, all the stuff. I'll trade with all the stuff. I'll get a Mewtwo out of it. I'll trade a Rattata for a Mewtwo. Not going to happen. Alright, so there's Rattata. He's got giant teeth and weird funky hair and a long alien tail. He looks like an alien. Okay, Eradicate, and why are you guys always blocking the CP? What's up with that? What is up? So now I can't even tell. I'm guessing you're the 502, right? It's gotta be you. And he still has a little bit of room to power up, so that's good. Alright, who's next on my list? I've got an Ekans, 205 Ekans. Alright, so you were at 205. There doesn't say you're extra small or extra large. We got Poison, Sting, and Wrap. I'm gonna evolve you. I only have enough candy to evolve one of them. So let's do this. How's it looking? How's it looking? He's gonna become an Arbok. I already have some Arbucks. But we'll see. Hopefully he doesn't block the CP, but I bet he will. I bet he will. Okay, yeah, hiss. Yeah, yell at me. Do what you gotta do, man. Just let me see what your strength is. Come on. Oh, you're blocking it. Oh, look. I can see it when I do that. 460. Okay, so you became a 460 Arbok. Not bad from a 205. You, like, doubled. It's my strongest Arbok, which is a good thing. Who's next here? I've got a Sandshrew. I have a 272 Sandshrew. Now, I do also have a Sandslash, which is what he's going to become. Here, you notice it's only a 170. So already my Sandshrew is like 100 higher. So let's go ahead and evolve him. And let's see how this Sandshrew, what it does, how good it gets. Hopefully it gets really good. Now, I'm noticing, even with the newer ones, I don't see the XP popping up, but I also haven't left the menu. So we'll see. I was like level 15, I believe, like right in the middle of level 15 when I started this. So we'll see how much I grow. Hopefully it's like 2 or 3 levels with this lucky egg. Okay, so Sand Slash, what do we got? It went up to a, let's do the side thing, 652. That's decent. That's actually really decent, considering my other one's only 170. Ugh. All right, next up I've got Nidoran. Again, how do you pronounce these things? Female. Notice there's a female. I saw someone on Facebook asking, why is one blue and one pink? Now, I do think that's backwards, just from traditional colors. I guess it's not. It doesn't matter. It seriously doesn't matter at all. But in this case, the blue is female and the pink ones are male, which traditionally we see that backwards. Like, it's dumb. It's a dumb thing. Colors don't have genders. It doesn't matter. But still, in this case, it's weird how they did that. So I'm going to power up my Nidoran female. Now, this is something interesting. Look at the attacks. I've got Poison Sting and Poison Fang at 6 and 15. Now, if I go to my other one, I have 6 and 50. That Body Slam does a lot of damage, and it's normal damage. So as a trainer, I want this thing to be really powerful eventually, one day. He's a 78 now, so he's pretty weak. I guess she is a 78 now, so she's pretty weak. But there's a lot of room to train there. So I'm actually going to, instead of evolving my 310, I'm going to evolve the other one because I like that attack more. It's just a personal choice. I mean, you train how you want to train. This is what I'm going to do. What would you do? Like, seriously, leave a comment down below. Let me know, did I do that wrong? Should I have trained the higher one? If you guys know more about this game than I do, please leave it down in the comments below. Because again, this is just experiments. I didn't practice this. This is my first time evolving any of these. This is the first time I've seen this. This is I forget what this is called. It's not a Nidoqueen or Nidoqueen yet. I think that's the next step. That's really awesome. Okay, cool. So, Nidorina. And the other one's Nidorino, something, I don't know. So it went to 130, 78 to 130. Almost double, not quite double, but okay, I'll accept it. Alright, who's next on my list? I've got a Zubat. I already have a Golbat, it's 341. But let's go to this 193 Zubat, and let's evolve him. Let's see what kind of Golbat he can be. Again, this one I don't care so much about, because I'm not a big fan of the Zubat Golbat. They're more annoying, and you lose a ton of Pokeballs to them when throwing them. Like, they're weak, and I mean, they're not super weak, but they're not super great. Alright, let's see. Come on, Golbat, let's see how you did. You went from 193 to 611. I'll take it. That's pretty good. That's actually really good. I could do a Paris. I don't really want to. Should I? I guess I will. I might as well do a Paris. Let's see here. Which one? You know, it doesn't even matter. I'm just going to do a Paris. So you guys can see it turn into a Parasect. Why not? This is going to be a little bit longer of a video, but it's just all straight evolution. So if you guys have suggestions for a different kind of Pokemon Go video, let me know down in the comments, because I'll probably do it, given I get the opportunity. Okay, so this is a Parasect. His little mushroom shell gets bigger. His eyeballs get smaller, I think, so he's a little less annoying looking. And again, they always block the CP. He's a 631. Pretty strong. My other one was only a 428. Who's next on my list? I've got a Venonat at 358. Okay, he says he's XL. He's 43.79 kilograms on his weight. I am a candy short. But you know what? I've got other Venonats. I'm just going to transfer. Let's transfer one of those. Get out of here. Yeah. No, go back to this one. I'm going to evolve this Venonat. Let's do it, because I don't have a Venomoth. I think that's the next stage. I don't think this one does a cocoon thing. And if he does, I'm going to be kind of bummed, because I don't like the cocoon ones. At least they do more than just harden. But let's see. There it is, a Venomoth. Oh, that's cool looking. You got weird, crazy bug eyes. Kind of like Paris. Alright, how did he do? He went from being a 358 to a 684. Not quite double. A little less than double. But still, not bad. 684 is decent. Alright, who's next on my list? This is one I've been wanting to do for a little while. Psyduck. In my area, there's a lot of Psyducks. I guess not that many if I only have 54 candy, but more than other things like, you know, I don't really get any Charmanders, Bulbasaurs, Pikachus, any of the 3 starter Pokemon. We don't get those in our area around here, and it's really weird. Like, do you guys get them in your area? Because I seriously don't. But Psyducks appear, also Pidgeys. But let's evolve this Psyduck. I've got enough. Let's do it. He's going to become a Golduck, if I remember correctly. Ooh, and we're almost done with my list, too. I've only got a few more to go before we get to the Eevee experiment and see how that works out. Alright, Golduck. I never really liked the look of Golduck. I think he looks kind of weird. I love the look of Psyduck. And I love Psyduck in the cartoons. Hi. And he's a little drip of sweat. Okay, so here's Golduck. I'm knocking a whole bunch of Pokemon into my Pokedex here. Okay, so you went from being a 185 to a 419. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Who's next? Mankey. Now I've got a Mankey. I wanted to do the Mankey that is 269 because he's XL in both weight and height. And he has really high moves. His Cross Chop at 55. That's different from any of my other Primeape, who's got Karate Chop and Night Slash with 6 and 25. So the attacks on this one, where is he, 269, instead of 6 and 25, we're looking at 10 and 55. So it's kind of it's a big upgrade. So that's why I want to evolve this one. Again, that's just my training technique. I want to have a little variation. So if I do end up going to a gym where I can place a Pokemon, I can at least place someone who can fight with good attacks. Alright, now what team are you guys on? That's what I want to know. There's actually, if you want to click up there, there's a little poll you can post where you team Valor, Instinct, Mystic. Which are you? I'm Team Valor. I'm just putting it out there. I'm the red team. And the reason I picked Team Valor was because originally... Hey, where'd my Primeape go? The heck? Where did he go? Okay, well, either way, at least he's not blocking the CP this time. So he went up to a 591 from a 269. So that's about double. That's pretty good. But what I was saying though is, like, the reason I picked Team Valor is I'm a huge fan of fire Pokemon, and the Moltres, seeing the Moltres, I was like, I gotta go with that team. And originally, the first Pokemon game I ever played was Pokemon Red, and my starter Pokemon was a Charmander. So it's like, I gotta go with the fire theme. It's what I grew up on. All right, so I did the Mankey. I've got a Growlithe at 407 that I want to evolve. I didn't put any notes as to my reason why. Oh, I do know why though. The attacks I like. It's got Dark for the bite. I don't have any of my like bigger Pokemon that have Dark attacks. And Fire. Sometimes when I'm choosing which ones to evolve, I look at what type of damage, because we know Water defeats Fire, Fire defeats Grass. Yeah, there's all these other ones, but Normal just does normal damage. So if any of them have a big attack that is normal, I will favor that. Even if they're a weaker Pokemon, I'd rather build them up because it's a normal attack. You have less elemental stuff to worry about. Oh, look at this. My Arcanine, a 962. That might be my strongest Pokemon right now. In fact, we should double check that. Again, he disappeared. Look. Oh no, he's way up there. What are you doing up there, Arcanine? Okay, weird. That's cool though. 962. Let's look at my CP. Let's see. Let's go to the very top. Is he? Oh, get out of here. Get out of here. 962. He's my strongest. And look at all those Pidgeots. That's really funny. Alright, so let's go back to, where was I? Number. Back to the bottom. Arcanine. Yay, I've got an Arcanine. Ooh, I want to evolve my Abra. Check it out. I got an Alakazam the other day. That was really cool. Let's see. If you want to see a bunch of people running to get an Alakazam, there's a card up there leading to that video. It was nuts to see a park full of people all running across, like yelling, "There's an Alakazam!" It's just so weird what this game has done to the community. It's a good thing. That's a really good thing. Alright, let's evolve this Abra. I've got enough candy, finally. He's going to become a Kadabra, right? All my Abras have the same moveset. They all have Zen, Headbutt, and Psychic Ball, I think. So I was like, whatever, I'll just do the strongest one. No big. Let's see it, let's see it. Bust out the spoon. Single spoon. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Now I can complete that part of my Pokedex. I have all three. There it is, boom. Kadabra. So you went from being a 169 to a 330. Not bad. Not bad. Not great, but not bad. You're going to make a decent Alakazam, though, when I get 100 more candies. Ooh. No wonder people are freaking out over the Alakazam. Who's next on my list? I've got a Geodude. I can do two Geodudes. I've got one that's 177 and one that's 169. And the reasons for that are their attacks. I've got Rock Throw and Dig, which are rock and ground attacks at 12 and 45. And then I've got Tackle, which is normal Again, 12 and 45, they're the same kind of attacks. They each have 3 bars on their big attack, and they each, 12 and 45, the same stats. But the fact that one has normal and one has rock, I really wanted to see how they differ. And we'll notice the one that I'm going to do first is larger. He's 21.42 kilograms. He's got a higher HP of 34, and he's slightly taller. No, actually slightly shorter, but smaller in weight than the other Geodude that I'm about to evolve. So let's do the big one first. He's at 177 and 169, so they're relatively the same. Let's do 177 first and see what you become. Yes, let's do it. This is kind of interesting to see what differences happen in the evolution, because the game is so new, and Niantic and Pokemon Nintendo, they didn't really explain a whole lot in this game. But it's a good thing, because while we're all sitting there at the park or like playing Pokemon, we all get to talk to each other and share these secrets with each other of what we've learned and what we figured out, which has kind of made the community really grow, and it's a neat thing. So what do I got? Into a 304. So 177 into a 304. Not bad. So my guess is my 169 is going to be like a 298. I'm just going to put it out there now. It's going to become a 298. That's my guess. Let's see what happens here. Come on, 298. Come on, it was 304 for the other one. 298 makes sense. Let's see what happens. Come on, Graveler. He looks cool. I love the double arm thing. Alright, what are you gonna... 298. Come on, 298. Come on, 298. 299! I was close. I was very close. And he has rock and rock. Interesting. 12 and 55. So let's look at those again now. 12 and 55, rock throw and stone edge versus rock throw and stone edge. The attacks changed. So that makes sense with some things. I didn't even keep that into account, that the attacks would change. But some of them, if you notice from earlier, they didn't change. So who knows? Who knows anything anymore? He's extra small. Oh, he's a little. And this other one is also extra small. Why did they both become extra small? Strange. Really strange. Alright, let's move on. I've got... Ooh, I'm down to my last one. This is it. This is the moment we're going to kind of debunk the whole Eevee thing. I've got some other Pokemon here. So, there's 2 Eevee that I want to do. Now, if you saw the image earlier showing which Pokemon did what, or which attack became which one, we've got a 426 Eevee with Dig that's supposed to become a Flareon. Let's put that to the test right now. Let's just see if we can debunk this whole thing with the attacks designate which version it's going to be. Alright, what's it going to be? Is it a I really want a Vaporeon, but I don't get many water Pokemon. It's a Jolteon. Okay, so debunked. That is debunked right now. That's garbage. Do I even need to do the other one? I want to, just to see what it becomes, because I still want to hold out for that Vaporeon. Alright, so it's a 869. Yeah, I'll take it for being extra small. It has a little bit of room to power up still, so... Where are you? There you are, hanging out up top. Okay, that's good. So the next one I've got is a 195 with Body Slam. There it is. 195 with Body Slam. And it's supposed to become a Jolteon, but the other one was a Jolteon. So, yes, let's evolve the Eevee. Let's just see what happens here. Come on, Vaporeon. I really want... Or I'd even take a Flareon, just as long as it's not another Jolteon. Come on, what's it gonna be? Vaporeon! Awesome! Okay, I'm happy, I like it. I want these water Pokemon. Oh, he looks cool. Okay, so how strong is he, though? That's the real question. How strong are you? 524. Okay, it's no 869. But there was also a huge bump. It was 426 became 869, and my 196 became a 524. So, it is what it is. And let's look at them side by side. Let's look at that little meter. Oh, you see, yeah, there's a huge difference. So by the time I fill up the power-up meter on this Vaporeon, it's going to be comparable to where the Jolteon is. So, not bad. Look at the difference in weight, though. Look at that. Vaporeon is 10.64 kilograms, which is extra small, while the extra small Jolteon's 2.8, like a third. And also height, the height's in the huge... It's about half the height. So the Jolteon is tiny, while the Vaporeon is... He's a lot bigger, but still extra small. Interesting. Weird, weird. So this does completely debunk that image that's going around. So if you see it, now you know that it's garbage. It's absolute garbage. So guys, I want to know what's your favorite evolution that you have. Leave it down in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stick around for more Pokemon Go videos, and if you have a suggestion, again, leave it down there. I'll try to do it if you leave it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cool? Alright, see ya. Okay, real quick before I go, I do want to show you what the experience happens. I almost forgot. So stick around for just a second more. Let's see what happens to my experience. It says I'm a level 17 now. It skipped the whole thing about 16. What? I got some great balls. Cool. Alright, well, I'm gonna go... Oh, what happened? I earned a medal. Good. 20 Pokemon. Anything else? Anything else cool? I got, look, garbage nearby. Just garbage. Alright, I'm gonna go evolve the rest of these Pidgeys in the next 4.5 minutes and get more experience. So, for real, I'm leaving this time. I'll see you guys later. Bye.